My name is Bill Peters, and I own Rockstar Opals.
Not only do we cut opal here, and it's called Rockstar Opals, we also have a gold store, and it's called Saginaw Gold Exchange. So we do that kind of stuff. I buy gold, and we have all kinds of characters that come around here all the time, you know. So just trying to sell gold, and we had a young guy come in the other day, and black hoodie. Of course, his hoodie was up, and generally I greet everybody with, "Hey, how you doing? What can I do for you?" And he went right over to the gold. "Hey, man, how's it going? What can I do for you?"
Good.
I don't know, man. Have a look, see. Since I believe in great customer service, I got up and walked over to him, and I asked him, what can I do for you? And he kind of almost like looked at me, didn't say anything, turned around and walked right out the door.
All right.
All right, man. Take it easy. So kind of sketchy always when stuff like that happens. But this is Saginaw, Michigan, and this is the world we live in today. Back to our contest that I have with Liam going on. I did contact him the other day. We were actually watching a live from Opal Empires. And there's a guy on there that sells cupripede crystals, really nice stuff. And so we were looking at that stuff, and I told Liam, I said, contact Julian and let's get a stone. I mean, we're dragging our knuckles here, and people are waiting for this contest to happen. So me being the opal cutter that I am, the premier opal cutter that I am, and I don't so much know about Liam. I don't know if he's cutting his own stones or if he's having somebody else do it or not. I don't know, but we're back on it, and he's out searching again. He disappeared for a little while. So I contacted him, and finally we've got it going on now. So I don't exactly know how we're going to do it. If we're going to do a stone, one stone, cut it in half, or we're going to do two stones from the same parcel. So whatever we come up with, it's going to be a very nice stone, no matter what. It's not going to be anything it's going to be a gem. Both of them are going to be a gem. Just who cut the stone better is going to be the question. So, and I do know that the trophy's done. What we have to try and figure out is what is going to be the prize. Getting it done by the end of the month would be absolutely sick. It'd be great for, everybody that wants to get involved. So stay tuned, because we got some good stuff here. Okay, so with cutting this opal and stuff like that, we've got all kinds of different grade of opal available, whether it be stones or whether it be rough. So what we've got here is I've got this knobby, and the whole thing is, like all these stones are always a gamble. You never know what you're going to get into unless you see a really nice bar. And on these knobbies, this is what I was talking about. Oh my gosh, they drive me nuts, because you can have a beautiful knobby and have color all the way around it, and then get to the center of it, start facing it, and have sand or black potch or whatever potch right in the center of it. Now you might pay $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 for a stone like this. And if you do that with hopes of getting a very beautiful gem quality crystal, a lot of times you don't get nothing, so and because of it being a knobby, I told you about that mint to be too. Mint to be is exactly like that. This stone right here, we're going to try and hack this up a little bit today, but this is a knobby material right here, and we have this available. And it's for more. This stuff right here is more for beginners. I want to do something for beginners, beginner parcels. Let's say 100 grams, 500 carats for like $200. Because as I said before, you want to be careful getting into this business, because you can spend a boatload of cash and really not get anything out of it besides some pretty stones. So I want to make sure that everybody's totally aware of what you're getting into when you do this kind of stuff. It's exciting. I love it. It gives me the feeling that my precious. I think I said that before. You know, I mean, that's how I feel about these stones, especially when I score on what I'm cutting. Like this stone right here. This has potential to be, it's a knobby, has potential to be a very, very nice gem. So, but I won't know until I cut it. You know, so once I cut into it, I'll go around it, and then I'll top it off. I'll take the top off, and we'll see if it's a gem or not. Now, when it becomes a gem, that's when you got to stop. So let's cut some of this off. We're gonna cut some of that back off that way. Oh, and it's got black pops there too, so that's always a good sign right there too. If we can get that stuff to touch the color, that's when you come into the good stuff. And we've got more black pops right there. So if we can get that black to touch that color, you got yourself a black opal. And that is the rarest in the world. Okay, I'm hitting some color now. Right on the edge of that color. This can be very exciting. This when you stop, you really got to stop. You got to take a look at this thing. Because if that goes down there, that could be just a little bubble right here in the center. And you can have yourself a gem. And I can see some really nice color. So we want to get off that wheel. And we'll go down to the 380 stuff. And hopefully we can get that color to stay. Because again, you can see it's just a small stone. And we got some, right there, we got color all the way around that, so. Oh, we got some red there. Yeah. Again, small stone, but if it's a black opal, it doesn't matter if it's small. Especially if we can get the right pattern. You get a flagstone pattern, you scored. All right, let's go down a little farther. I don't think we got a stone. I don't think so. I mean, I see the red there. Got that potch right in the center. Right there in the center is a potch. And I lost the red. So, that's just another close. So close, but you can go 10 to 1 on some of this stuff. But again, this is just potch and color. There's nothing, because if you would have scored on this would have paid for the whole parcel, just this little one. And again, it's a knobby. See that black in the center? Generally, they turn that color. Not every time. I mean, not even close every time, but that's what you're looking for. So this is a no-go, even though it does have some red in it, does have some color, just didn't work out. This one right here looks like a two-sided crystal. And this is very, very light, but it does have the colors and it has the pattern that we're looking for. All the way through here, it's all crystal. So just gonna find out, hit both sides and see what side's gonna face the best. Yeah, that is very nice color right here. I think I'm gonna go with this side right here. This side looks good. Yeah, nice. And it looks like it's gonna be a drop shape. So we'll just make it a drop shape. And you see, compared to a Dremel, this I'm gonna knock off so fast. And both sides are really nice. Oh, yep. Yeah, now we got to get that center piece out. We got to get that little, and it'll come right out. See, it's coming out right now. Yep, it's out. So there we are. Now we've got almost a crystal, like a beautiful stone. So we're going to move over to the next wheel and try and control it. Now it's a nice little drop shape. I'm just going to give us a better shape. See this one right here that I pulled out of the patchy color just delivered us a stone. And I would beg to say it's probably going to be a 3-4 carat stone, and it should pay for the whole parcel. Because this is just roughing it. Because once you put it on a dot stick, you can control it. But right now, I'm trying to just get the shape. And looky there. Look at the color. Yep, this is now crystal opal, and that looks great. If I can get that little spot out of there. Yeah, it looks like a crack. Maybe. And if it is, it's still a crystal, and we still scored. It's not going to be as big. I don't know if that... Yeah, it might not be a crack either. Okay, this will be ready for the dot stick now. That way I can control a little better. Won't lose very much. Oh, that's a very nice color too. Jeez. Crystal. Look at the color. Look at the green. Blues, greens. Can you see that? That looks great. But that little stone right there, that's probably a 4 carat stone. And I'd have to say that $50 a carat adds up to $200. So right here, just this little stone crystal. And on top of what a beautiful pendant. Yellow gold around it, white gold, doesn't matter. Gorgeous, man. Turned out just as I thought. Not as I thought, but you just never know. Again, I'm excited about this one right here now. Because look at this. This is called a witch's hat right here. So we're just going to buzz around the outside of it. It might blow up really blue. We know it's blue already on the inside. And we're going to cut around it until we come into the color. And now we just hit the color. So there's the color bar. Going to go all the way around it. It's going to be another small stone, but it's pea knobbies. So sometimes pea knobbies produce huge color. Yep, and there's the color right there on the air. So yeah, we've got color all the way around. So now we've got color all the way around. Let's take off that little witch's hat there and very slowly see if we can expose some color. And here it comes. Yeah, you got a little gray right here. Let's see if we can pass through that. Oh yeah. Oh, that flake just came off from there. Not bad. Oh, look at the color. So now, again, lightning ridge knobby. And this one's going to be smaller. This is probably going to be, maybe a 2 carat stone. And I've got to figure out how to get that so we don't lose the color. And I think I just did. And there it is. So now we've got this beautiful color flash. Look at the flash. I just want to be careful with it because these ham-hocked knuckles on that I have. Look at that beautiful color. So there is a stone in here. It's going to be a crystal. But again, out of that patchy color right here. Beautiful little stone. And even if you get a 1 carat, you're going to get $100 out of this stone with no problem. So we want to get that back down. Orientate that just a little bit. Because it goes on the dot stick a lot better if you get that back before you set that dot stick. Get that back nice and flat. Try and get it as even as you can. And then you put it on a dot stick and look at that color. Whoa, look at that. Right there. The color's nice. Yep, that can be a beautiful stone. So two stones we got out of that so far. And we might as well go for 3 because look at this one. Same thing here. It's got that blue right there. Now you got to pick the right size. What are we going to do? What side are we going to pick? I think that's going to be the top. So So we're going to go ahead and just try and find that. There's a color bar right there. So we got a color bar all the way around it. And since I like the gray base, I'm going to take that white base off the top. You want to keep on looking at it because these knobbies, you see all that crap that's in there. It's going to be there right till you get the color. And hopefully that stuff comes out before the color comes up. Yeah, it's pretty deep. Very deep. See, that's that knobby problem that I was saying right there. Got that. I still got a lot of room to go. I still got a lot, so let's just keep right on going. So we can get that out. Come on. Come on out. Okay, it's coming out. Is the color going to stay though? Is the color going to stay there? Well, I'm going to be able to get that out. So I can see the grays coming out. So close. Now, some people like them, some people don't. You know, the kind of crystally looking ones, blues, me, myself, don't care for them. But some people like them. And that's what this one is. This is just a small crystal. It is an opal. Is it a gem? No. No. But it's got a lot of color to it all the way around it. And again, I might pick the wrong side to take down. If I did, sucks to be me, but yeah, I just don't see it. And again, I might, like I said, I might have cut the wrong side. I just want to try and keep that gray base because the bar wasn't thick enough to call it anything else. Yeah. Yep. So I wouldn't call this one a gem, but somebody could play with it, put it on a drop stick, and see if you can get some more of that color out of it because it is intense right here. Sometimes they face better on the sides. I got a couple more here though. Oh, this one's a pretty one right here. Look at the color. That's all blocky. We'll be gentle with this one because it's already a small stone. So let's just give her a little shape first. Think about the hard edges. Yeah, this one's going to be a crystal. Beautiful. Wow. Oh yeah. I guess we got a teardrop shaping day because this is going to be a teardrop too. But look at the color here. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Yep, we're going to take that top off a little more. Oh yeah, look at there. That one turned out good too. Look at the color. Yep, this is a crystal. This is a beaut. Not big, but gonna have some strong colors. And it's gonna be a teardrop, so she's about 1 mil, so that's the thinnest you're gonna want to go on this. But look at the color there. That one turned out really nice, very nice. Again, out of the patchy color bag, and you've got yourself a gem. A little over a carat, and put it on the dop stick, and you'll get that color. See that red and pink and green and yellow, orange. This is going to be a fantastic stone to put in a bezel, and paid for with a $200 opportunity to make that stone right there. That is sick. That's a gem. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, let's look at this one here. Now this This I put this in here because I do doublets. So I'll run through how to cut a doublet real quick. This right here is a beautiful crystal. It's got a nice back to it. It's got a nice top to it. So we're just gonna flatten the side out. We'll leave the other side alone. Flatten this out and get all the crap out of the front of it. You see how beautiful that is? We're just gonna shrink that on down. We gotta get it as flat as we can. Doesn't matter the thickness because it's gonna be glued to a potch, piece of black potch. And see, do you see the color? Beautiful colors. We want all that stuff out though. And this would be a little thinner than a mill in order to get all that out, but see, shape it, take it in if I have to. There. So we got my 280. And I'll show you the results of this when it's done. This is going to be beautiful. Yep, and this will be ready. Cut that down, but that'll be probably a 4 or 5 carat doublet. So that's just another one. Again, I keep on going back to, you don't know, like this one right here. This one is going to be orientated different because it goes not flat wise, but it's going to be thin. But there's color in this like crazy right there. So let's see how far we can go with this one. And I think this is going to be my last one. I got a bigger one down there, but oh yeah, the colors come through. Wow. I don't want to take my time a little bit more with this because it's red. Wow. It's going to be a long one, but a long cut, but the red's coming through it, very strong. And we're going to orientate this just a little bit because I got to get a bigger stone out of it if I just go on an angle. Oh yeah, look at that. Look how pretty that is. Oh yeah. Look how beautiful that is. You see that right there? Look at that, man. And who would have thunk? That's going to be a beautiful opal. And it's going to be right here, just like this. That's going to be it. It's going to be long. You'll be able to do like a pendant with it. Maybe find a matching earring, which would be difficult. This is the back, so there ain't going to be nothing here. So we'll cut it on an angle like that and get the full face of the stone. We scored on this one. This one paid for 2 parcels. This little stone right here just came alive. Look at that. And now you can see the opal. And it's got all the spectrum, all the colors. I'll chop all this off just like that. That's your stone. And that'll be a couple carat stone. Man, oh man. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. That came off beautiful. Yep. So I'll finish this one up. I got to slice it with my slicer. And then I'll put this on a stick, orientate it proper, and you will see a gem right here. This is going to this is probably going to be a $600 stone at least. So that's actually 3 parcels of that patchy color. Unbelievable. That's amazing. Awesome. That's freaking awesome. Wow. So we got, at the end of it, let me just go over what we've got here. So let's just start off with this one. This one right here, this is going to be a doublet. I'll shut this off. That's doublet right there. This one was that knobby that actually, zoom in just a little bit, that had that potch right in the center of it, which is a knobby. This one right here, this one turned out nice. It's going to be a nice stone. This one, fantastic. Look at that. That's gonna be sick. That's a beautiful drop. This little one right here, that's a lightning ridge crystal. That is gonna be a banger right here. And I would say that the kingstone from just this little cut, 10-minute cut, is this one right here. Look at the colors in it. I'm not sure if we can see it good enough, but this one's going to be a beautiful stone. Yeah, good cutting. We got 5 stones out of this that's gonna definitely pay off. But this is what you get. So it's a gamble. We call them gamble parcels, you know, patch and color. But once you open up these stones, you don't know what you got inside. And we've got 5 beautiful stones. Now here's a beauty right here too, but we'll save this one for another day because we don't know what's inside. This is a very big stone. It's probably 50 carats. I don't know what's in it though. It's not a knobby. This is a seam opal from Lightning Ridge, probably Growin, I would say. Growin feel. But if this turns out, this could be a gem, a big gem. So thanks for watching.
My name is Bill Peters, and I own Rockstar Opals.